Well, let's start off with how I come to not know where my grandmother's buried. In another video, I mentioned the fact that my documents weren't in order and I was newly a mother. I had just given birth to my daughter. But there's more to it. My mother actually holds the keys to the knowledge of where my grandmother is buried, and she won't share that with us. Not just me. I have a younger brother as well, and they made a trip to Jamaica a few years back because they still talk to each other. I don't talk to them, but when I was still talking to my brother at the time, he told me that while in Jamaica on his trip, that he asked to visit grandma's grave. My mother claims she doesn't remember where my grandmother's buried, her own mother. Now you tell me, if somebody arranged a funeral, mentions paying a church $200 only, and that it was cheap to bury her because it was on family property somewhere in Cascade, which I have no idea because I don't know Cascade. Does she not know where she's buried? I find that very hard to believe. Grandma never wanted to be buried in Cascade. She wanted to be buried someplace in Bogue Cemetery in Montego Bay near her eldest daughter. But for whatever reason, Bogue wasn't an option. I suspect financial reasons, because no matter how much money my mother makes, she's always had financial problems. So I suspect it was a financial call, and she decided to bury her in Cascade somewhere. I've only ever been to Cascade one time when I was about 7 years old. Once. So I don't know how to get there. I don't know it. I'm gonna figure it out one day. And grandma always tells me, which I don't understand, she says that if she is not buried next to her daughter in Bogue, she was gonna come back and haunt everybody. Where's the duppy? Duppy should be on my mother. She's the reason my grandmother not buried where she needs to be buried, in Bogue. She's somewhere in Cascade where nobody can go and clean up the grave and put a headstone and do what necessary and pay respects. I've been angry for years about it, and I'm still angry about it.